What's going on, team? This is what the average trader does in the morning. I've been up since around about 3:45, trading the crypto futures markets. Right now it's a little over 6 o'clock right now, and just wanted to get on to show you guys what real traders do. Real traders are not walking on Wall Street. Nah, we're sitting up on our desk or sitting up in our bed, making money, making moves. Let me share my screen. So right now I'm looking at this play called STO. I'm show you how to recognize a pattern and recognize the opportunity. Right now I'm looking at this play called S2O. This play right here has actually been running for quite a while. If you look at it, look at it on the 1 hour chart, and since yesterday, it's actually been running quite a bit. It actually shot up quite a bit, probably over 100+% yesterday. Right now it's sitting right here at this resistance zone, getting ready to surpass this resistance zone right now as we speak. Once we pass this resistance zone, it's going to be skyrockets again. So the way you would actually play this play right here, you wouldn't try to ride the market wave in a sense. I like to ambush trade, right? So I'm an ambush trader. So when I look at a play that's been running like this, I want to see what's the exit strategy. When will the play tap out? If it will hit this resistance zone, which it already kind of hit both times right here, 2 times with the wicks, could I potentially ride this market wave back down? That's the way I like to play the market, right? I like to ambush the market for the opposite motion. But right now, there's a lot of momentum in this trade. And if I was to go to my other indicators, it's showing me the same motion, same movement. Our stochastic is shooting up right now as we speak, which shows me that this play has a lot of room to actually completely burst past that resistance zone here and continue flowing back up. Now, here's our trend flow and our TTM squeeze. Both of these indicators are showing me that this market still is in a bullish segment, meaning the market still could potentially be going back up. So that being said, I will put an order in for a long here. But I want to go to an earlier time period to see what the market is really doing. So we're on a 1 hour time period. Let's go to the 15. Let's go to the 15. Now, if you look at the 15, we've already completely surpassed that resistance zone, which means this market is getting ready to skyrocket even higher. So you can ride this market two ways as an investor. You can ride the market up from this point here. I would probably put in an order right here at the bottom of this zone because we see that the active movement is going up, and this has reached all-time high status. So you would actually put an order here at 0.21124 for a long, but be anticipating the flip back down. Because if this market has been running this much, think about it. Let's look at it. This market has been completely skyrocketing. The fall is coming. The fall is intimate. It's damn near ultimate. So we're going to put an order in right here at 0.211 point. I think it was 211.2, and anticipate the fall because we still got 1, 2. We surpassed this resistance zone, but we're sitting right here at the top of this resistance zone now, which is getting ready to surpass this resistance zone as well. Our demand is still at the bottom here, but with this market flowing like this, skyrockets, baby, skyrockets. So let's take a look at another play. Right now, she was actually making moves as well too. With the market, everything fluctuating out the backbone of Bitcoin, it's a perfect opportunity for you to get in on some premium plays. Premium plays. Perfect opportunity here. So let's take a look at what's going on. So we see sheep tanking right now. Definitely tanking. Our OTT and our MACD is showing us that the market is still tanking. Everything is falling because Bitcoin has failed right now. Even though we're well over 96,000, it kind of retracted back once we hit that $98,000 mark. So with that being said, there are opportunities to be seen and to be governed here. So let's go to a later time period. Let's go to the 1 hour. So looking at the 1 hour, we've been tanking here. Definitely been tanking. Our demand is all the way back down this way, sitting right here on this lateral line. I don't see sheep getting back down here. We've already surpassed this demand line, clearly. Literally sitting right here on the brink of it now. So the best way to play this market right now is to not even dive into it. You could potentially ride the market wave down, but that's the most riskiest way to actually get into it. I would rather sit here and see if we're going to hit this demand line, because we've already hit this point almost twice here. So let's see if we can hit this demand line to actually ride the market way back up. So right now, we're just actually sitting in this place. Let's check out Undo. This is what we do. Find the opportunities in the market. All right. So Undo is actually trailing down right now as well, too. All right. We can see on our adaptive trend flow that the market is completely red. Everything is trending downward right now. Because, like I said, the Bitcoin market is actually trending down a bit right now. So it's not unusual for the entire market to flow right behind Bitcoin. All right. So, but this one is a lot closer to our demand line here. So the way I would actually play this market is I want to see if we can get down to this point. This would be the safest way for me to bet on this play. The safest way to see if we can get down to this point, to ride the market direction back in the opposite direction, meaning ride the market way back long. I want to jump on today just to do a little bit of trading live, a little bit explaining how we read charts, just a little bit. Like I said, I've been up since 3:40 this morning trading. I've already made over $7 grand. All right, in the markets. Already busting the markets wide open. Let me show you this as well while we're at it. Another market that people are not looking into is gold. People are not looking into gold. Let me show you how gold has been fluctuating over the years. If you go back all the way to this time, 2023, 2 years ago, the price of gold was like $1,800, $1,820. The price of gold today is well over $3,400 plus dollars. Whenever you see gold start to do historic moves like this, which this is the biggest, this is the largest number, the biggest profit we've ever seen with gold. Biggest number. Gold has never been over $3,500 an ounce. Whenever you start seeing the historic motion or seeing gold start to go to historic highs, you can bet your bottom dollar the economy is getting ready to crash. If you look behind every single fall of the market, 08, 2021, if you go back into the 80s, every single time right before the market crashed, before we went into a recessionary period, which we've been in a recession now since 2021, truth be told. But every time we go into one of those type of periods, gold always shoots through the roof every single time. So that being said, it's not uncommon for us to see an all-time high of gold right now, because institutional money is pulling their money completely away from the stock market and putting their money into gold, into crypto, into assets that transcend borders, that are cross transactional borders assets. Meaning assets that you can spend, assets that you can actually use in other different corporations and companies and countries. So with that being said, this is an avenue you should be diving into. A lot of people can't afford one gold coin, can't afford 1 ounce of gold, but you can afford 1 ounce of silver. Silver is also moving in the same trajectory. So just going into what we do on a Saturday morning. Most people go to clubs and be out and drinking and doing all that other foolishness all night long. That's not me. I'm up trading. I'm up studying the markets. I'm up studying the resistance of the markets. Studying, see where I can get my entry points in. As a matter of fact, we got Thinking of a Master Plan Part 4 happening literally today. Happening today. Thinking of a Master Plan Part 4. And that course, I'm giving away the top 20 trades in the crypto futures market that has a high potential to really 10 to 100x, and doing portfolio consulting. So with that being said, it's time to dive in, team. I just want to jump on real quick this morning. Something just said, hey, jump on and just do a little live trading. I do a little live charting so people can actually see exactly what the markets look like and start to get a clearer understanding. If you want a clear understanding of everything, the best way to do that is to buy a course, get into a course. And y'all know me, my courses are all taught live, meaning I teach them live or my coaches teach them live. We don't have to do that whole pamphlet thing. Just throw you some videos and tell you to go figure it out. Nah, we don't do that. Now we like to teach you live so we can get the feel of how you're learning. All right, team. So let me go ahead and get prepared and get ready for today's classes. And I will hit y'all back up later. Peace.